So these here are said to be the ingredients. I have 2 beautifully ripe frozen bananas ready for a nice smoothie. I have my 2 cups of almond milk. I'm going to be substituting traditional almond milk for unsweetened vanilla almond milk today. You need 2 dates, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and 1 tablespoon of what's said to be cocoa powder, but I'm using raw cacao powder today. So again, 2 frozen bananas, 2 cups of almond milk, 2 dates, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and it's 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Now the substitutions that I'm doing here is the almond milk for unsweetened vanilla almond milk, because that's all I have here at the house. I always carry that one, never traditional almond milk. I am substituting peanut butter for what is actually peanut butter. It's just not Jif or Skippy, but the only ingredient it carries is peanuts, so it's the healthiest peanut butter that you can use. And besides using cocoa, I'm using cacao. So healthier alternative, and because it's unsweetened, a healthier alternative as well. I felt the need to do that because these are the ingredients that I do have on hand, and also when I was reading the reviews for this, most people were very skeptical in trying it because they feared too many calories, and how could you use almond milk besides unsweetened? How could you use peanut butter? Peanuts are just so underrated, it's sad. Peanuts are actually very healthy for you. Peanut butter is great for you. You just need to choose the right kind. So I have this one here. It cost me about $4 and change at my local grocery store, but it's worth it. Just peanuts are the ingredient. So I made healthier alternatives. So whoever wants to give this a try and is terrified of the overindulgence of calories and is terrified of using cocoa powder, you don't have to. Just make a healthy swap. So I'm going to incorporate all of the ingredients in the blender. So this here is the end result. I thought it would be cool to kind of add some butter oozing out from the inside and outside of the cup. This here is actually a beer mug. And this recipe makes a very decent size. I think it's big enough for 2 people or someone who really wants to indulge, because I still have a lot more, like not a lot more, but yeah, sort of about a half a cup or so left in the blender here. So this here is what it looks like. It was nice and thick when I was pouring it, and I cannot wait to give it a try. So I'm gonna be using this straw. Let's see, it's big. So it's good. It tastes great, but does it taste like a Snickers bar? No. But it does taste like a chocolate smoothie that I make. I actually have a video that I posted up not too long ago of my daughter making a smoothie using frozen banana and the Carnation Breakfast packets. It tastes kind of similar, but a little bit more bitter because of the cacao. Adding the dates did add some sweetness because I did use the type of peanut butter where it doesn't have any saturated fats, like not saturated fats, but like added fats to it and sugars and syrups and stuff. It's just peanuts. And because of that, not only is the texture a bit different from what you would find in a Skippy or Jif peanut butter, but also the flavor, because it doesn't have added sweeteners to it. But adding the dates made it sweet. It kind of gave it a sweet taste, because organic raw cacao, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and the banana. Well, the banana, because I made sure that I put it in the freezer once it was nice and ripe, that also added sweetness. So a nice ripe banana along with a few dates added sweetness to what is already semi-flavorless and also bitter, like the peanut butter, the cacao, and the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I like it a lot. I think it tastes great. It is not a Snickers smoothie, though. It doesn't taste anything similar to that for me personally. It could be because I use that type of nut butter, but I feel like anyone who would make this recipe would want to make that substitution, simply because of a lot of the comments that I saw in the comments section about this recipe. I saw this recipe in a variety of food blogs on Instagram, and a lot of people were complaining about like it being traditional peanut butter, plain almond milk, cocoa, and saying that it wasn't healthy. So I feel like I substituted the right ingredients that people would have substituted anyway to make a healthier alternative. It is good, but I wouldn't necessarily make it again to get a chocolatey fix. But considering the health benefits and the dates and the raw cacao, both of those being power foods that do give you a tremendous amount of energy, and it does give you carbs. What gives you carbs is the nut butter and the dates. It's definitely a pre-workout smoothie because it's going to give you the carbs and the energy. Anyone who knows anything about raw cacao knows that that is a power food. It is just known to give you a bunch of energy. Also the dates. The peanuts are known to be jam-packed with protein, and the unsweetened vanilla almond milk does not have a lot of protein, but it does have a lot of calcium, vitamin D. So this is definitely a smoothie I suggest that you make if you're gonna go work out. It is satisfying. If you want to, you can incorporate another date or two to make it a bit sweeter. Also make sure your bananas are nice and ripe. That there is my my quick, straight to the point, short and sweet review. So some of the health benefits for bananas that I found pretty interesting are that they are high in vitamin C, high in potassium, so it's good for heart health and blood pressure. It contains something called manganese, so it's good for skin. It helps glowing skin. It provides natural energy, helps prevent ulcers. It powers the brain, helps reduce menstrual cramps, which is something I already knew, helps reduce depression. It also helps with anxiety, something I also knew, helps grow strong bones, anti-diabetic, fights obesity, and anti-inflammatory. And again, that is just some of the many health benefits of banana. So, does it contain carbs? Yes, it does, but it contains natural carbs and has a tremendous amount of health benefits for you. Now, when it comes to dates, they help prevent abdominal cancer and cure intestinal disorders, boosts energy and increases sexual stamina, used in treatment for anemia, reduces risk of stroke, improves eyesight, promotes a healthy nervous system, and is also known to be an anti-aging power food. So those there are just some of the many health benefits of dates. Next is unsweetened almond milk. Now, I stopped consuming cow's milk as soon as I found out that it is known as liquid sugar. So as soon as I found that out, I completely cut it from my diet, and now I only use unsweetened milk alternatives such as almond milk, vanilla almond milk, oat milk, hemp milk, cashew milk, etc., etc. But I make sure it's unsweetened. And the one that I used was the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, but this here is just a general health benefit information on unsweetened almond milk. So it is low in calories. It has less than 1 gram of sugar, therefore it does not raise your blood sugar. It is a dairy-free food, and it is higher in calcium than milk. And it also contains vitamins E and D, and it reduces cholesterol levels. Those there are just some of the many health benefits that unsweetened almond milk carries. Now, as you guys know, I cut out cocoa powder and substituted raw cacao powder. I highly recommend that you go out and buy some. Now, this here are just some of the many health benefits of this power food known as cacao powder. So it is rich in magnesium, detoxifies the liver, builds strong bones, helps reduce and regulate PMS symptoms because it is chocolate, right? I think that this recipe is also a period-friendly smoothie. I'm gonna somehow add that in the description below. It is good for heart health, natural energy, aids in weight loss, enhances mood. I think that has, that goes hand in hand with the regulating the PMS symptoms, right? And it helps manage depression as well as some of the other ingredients that we just talked about. And it's also high in antioxidants, improves brain health, and manages obesity. If you ever do some research on raw cacao powder, you will learn that it is just a power food. It is highly recommended, and it may be slightly more expensive than cocoa powder, but when it comes to your health and when it comes to the taste, it's actually better because you get a very strong dark chocolatey flavor to it. So it's very chocolatey. So I like to incorporate that in a lot of my recipes. Just add a little scoopful in your pancakes or waffle batter. You can add it to your chia pudding. That you can just do so much with it. So if you plan on making this smoothie but don't have raw cacao, then go out and buy it and know that you'll be using it more than just with this recipe. You can incorporate it in any recipe that you want a little chocolatey fix to it. So there is just some of the many health benefits of this power food known as cacao powder. Now next I'm going to be talking about the health benefits of peanuts, because I did use peanut butter, but I used the type of peanut butter where it only has peanuts as an ingredient. So some of the many health benefits of peanuts, a very underrated nut, are the following. Fights stomach cancer, aids in helping you fight depression. It's good for skin because it aids in glowing. Helps grow healthy hair. Helps with protein because it is a high in protein food. That there is just some of the many health benefits of peanuts. So I really wanted to thank all of you guys for watching this video. If you did, please be sure to like it. Please comment. I love to read through my comments and give an acknowledgement that I read them. It would be an honor if you guys were to subscribe. I remember just a few years ago I had 200 subscribers, and out of those 200 I knew who 3 were. And now I'm over 900. I think I have 920 right now. And I just can't believe it. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so happy. I am really excited. I really hope that you guys subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And I do apologize for the angle that I had earlier. I don't have any special equipment to hold my stuff, so I just have like a chair holding it up, so the angle may be a little bit, sucky, but hopefully you guys enjoy the video and do more listening than you do looking at the angle. But I like to get straight to the point. I love to give you guys a very general description of the ingredients I use, and I like to make sure I'm very honest and straightforward about it as well. Thank you for watching the video.